So welcome to the Torturized TV show on Joy Prime. This is another Saturday, and I promise you today the conversation is going to be very interesting. So unless you haven't been in Ghana in the last 3-4 weeks or something, then you don't know what has been happening. But Ghana has been exciting for the last couple of weeks. If you don't know, at least you know about the dollar that has been dropping. People that had dollar are crying, but everybody else is happy. So we started a conversation last week on reduction in fuel prices, among other stuff. There was also the conversation on the clearing of the footbridges and the pedestrian walkways. This week, the conversation is different. Now, after enjoying the dollar drop for a bit, we heard something about a 1 Ghana cedis energy bill levy. Now, that is what people are interested in for this week. So, as you can see, we are at the Circle or Donna Trotro station. We're here to speak to the drivers, to speak to some of the GPIT representatives to find out what is happening. Has the 1 cedi per litre levy already been introduced? Are they seeing it at the pump, or what is actually happening? Get to know what they also think about it and the other issues related to that. But not only that, we've also heard that Abosokai guys are saying that they have reduced the prices of spare parts because the drivers were complaining about it. So we'll also be going there to speak to them to see if this is also happening and to get an idea or a sense of what is happening on the ground. This is the Torturized TV show on Joy Prime. We're going to go for a quick commercial break. But before we go, as usual, the show is not just about what we say, but what you guys are saying. We want to talk about the issues that matter to you guys. And then, of course, we're going to be bringing you Trotro trends, among other stuff. Stay tuned. We'll be right after this break. Welcome back to the Torturized TV show. As I mentioned earlier on, today we're talking about the 1 Ghana cedis fuel levy, or 1 Ghana cedi fuel levy. Now, essentially what government is saying is that there are a lot of debt in the energy sector, and so they want to increase the levy by 1 cedi to enable them generate some money to pay off the debt so that we don't go back into doomsday. This obviously is going to be affecting drivers who buy fuel from the filling stations for their business. So as I mentioned, we are at the Circle Trotro station to speak to the drivers and to find out what they think about it. Now, as usual, make sure you invite some friends, share this on social media. If you have any input, share it as well to our WhatsApp number. So what we're going to do now is go and engage some of the drivers. So join us as we speak to some of the drivers. Okay, boss. Enti, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yo, enti me pacho na your friend saying.
Your friend me Masabuaje, so your friend wa.
Okay, enti obi aba Circle Donna station obo Masabuaje.
Masabuaje a ube home.
Okay, but na ehin na drive ko?
Me drive ko Accra New Town.
Accra New Town. Enti Circle to Accra New Town. Okay, enti ena no ye ne mudi nkomo kakra. Enche bia na GPRTU ka say ayi first no mobetete so by 15%. Ntia bia ye bisa say monya ate so anase monte so ana eden na ekoso.
Oh, fair ne de abane ye say yente so yempenfo ne ka say nti ate so a ye adwuma kama.
Okay. Enti no first no na Circle to Newtown ye say na sesi anso ye say.
Okay, Circle to Newtown no na 4 cedi. They say 3 cedi 50 pesos.
Okay. Ntia no ye mate so 15%.
50% the amana yes and say once a coins na 10 pesos ni 20 pesos they say no ajira system ni mo no try pen for no tena say say then yenyi 50 no 50 ni dey bi wo ho ai de be yen sisa anka esa ka bro sa de but sisa ni tena man ba sa.
Okay, enti ene no ye di nkomo efa em say enra na enra echi ye ti bibi say abanka bibi someday 1 cedi ebeto later so full ani ade what in one sem na onim fa ho.
Oh, matin one sem no no pa na metin one sem. In fact me dey ha me pa
adenti
adukote ha me ne say aban kan 1 cedi no say unim abeka se bia auto 100 Ghana kwa 1 cedi by a liter sesa 1 liter 12 cedi means de bia me to 10 liters the 10 liters no aban benya 10 cedi e wo me ho month yesen hwado ofo beblebe oh ntenu de yesra ban so no wonim sa ananka yese o ma lolfa ni gina ho maye esa nkan ha ba lolfa na yate so na yesan esa ebetua 1 cedi 1 liter no enu de aban no wani adowafo eni ni yekura
na aban se nienti ehia se omo de no ka ho no se omo anye sa ya besan akodum so because ye de ka bebre ni ade na onwin se o ebia we ye bibi kakra mo so betumi aye e de abo oman no ma sa energy nka dum so ana problem no ye betumi esia no
oh enu de minim sa de but on say ye ne ye to commercial cars ye doso nti de bia ye to fuel nti sa we no 1 liter no sanko bia 1 liter kura ye bia 50 pesos na da so kura me de ankan ha me na 1 cedi de hwe cars bebrebe no bia tua 1 cedi a ebi edoso ye nso ye se no ye te fe ne so kura no adwuma no nkoye 1 e ka wona wonti ni sesi so spare parts nso ye nte so ni nyina no ye to so na amana akoso nti adorafo de abana nhwe en bibia mai de na brother ye mobla
but ye nya ne nti yeso so say aboso kan for so say o ma to spare parts so ana
oh there be enu de on bo say o ma nyi so on bo say enema no o ma ko fadada nsa na ba no $80 so nti de on be say ko fa no na on bete so nti on monte so
okay you know there that say ewie woni akasa masa ye te say na wo ka bibi emse no so enhu hia panti na wo ka bibi sesia mpacho betumi aka kire
amatumi aka kire mo
mpacho edikan obebo odi na dia wo ye wo station
Efrem Moses Bruku okay me from Volta region
okay na ye kan say wo ye driver na ye mate and then now you
me ye mate
okay ewe hin
me fra igbe
there be make say aha station be na you
asia me organize record station
okay na wo ka bibi efa prizes eduane ne ade a omonti so na bibi nti chewadwen
Toyota omonto ne 5 cedi omonto 50 pesos kosi abako omonto ne 35 me to na net omu yiso
na mo bi so omo na ede no maka fa
omu ka hwe
okay na enene so nkomo na ye di no government say fuo na omo ton no sesi a omo de 1 cedi account say de be boa ebe ma ye light no etumi gina so adwenche won se
imagine etumi akina se abi light ne ba mu ka che joining photo se omu sa omu ti so
eden no monti so aduane for
no
okay yo and ye da se won ya kasa enti ebedi nkomo na to aso ne ahwe dey ye da se pa. Okay, so the conversation still continues. We're talking about the 1 Ghana cedi energy or fuel levy. Government says it's going to help us keep the lights on. We're speaking to drivers who just recently reduced their fares by 15%. What do they think about it? Boss, good afternoon. Ntibacho, ubobo udin, no wache station awo baby I'll drive a kwana baby sir.
The friend will rear Masura, me wa Fadama Santa Maria Station, Miss Answer Rania Samankesi to circle.
Okay, enti ye bisa NSA. I buy 1 cedi or say or they count. Wa Jane Church saying, Wakoto fuel and there, Omudi Biaka wana, Enyansi, then a coso, ewo a crum.
Oh, and this year by a dear Mahama, yet this particular one, I am a yapa. Because here I have foreign voters, ya Tuma and this year, you are regime say, or Baba Boya, or Sandis policies when Bebano. Where disappointed be brave, maybe MPP knew, but me to my NDC. This year, I buy a 2 last year. Meaning, say, with the nice policies never. Now, do Musono, MPP, one to me, my light is a season, one with the woman, I don't know, man, for one more task.
Enti, the Omo Chinese say, debt, and a cano at the hot ache, I'm na pile up. Enti say, entia, a bedroom maybe a, Omo my light, no, a bedroom, no, into a nuntin in here say, Omo yesa, wajincho.
Ghana, ha, ye wo government institutions be blow ha omuntu alad be. Abanye dwuma ye fo akese ha omuntu alad be. Your hospitals, ye wo so many places are they don't pay lad be. a wɔn de dika yɛwɔ companies akɛse wɔn de dika paa ana na mo nkɔgyegye no na drivers nko ana mo de mo ani so wɔn so mo si drivers entuatua each aibia no for 1 cedi. It's too much. It's too much. Ghana bedding eye nyina for what about obi onu ti na kura se a onu onto fuel na se mimi tua na onu ti wa onu odo ni koko free a onto ahwe it's a cheating. Cheating. We see driver front to mu fuel first one matete so me wan na boso kan for ni ada yi no obi antete so bo float so ekita ma mi say onte so uko kan obeka che o say wakofa dada sanete de any level playground na esa momo bia titini de so ana obi aye ready na enyina yete so once anya sadia you are not being fair to us very bad.
You know, say ube make a recommendation to government. I beka say bia 1 cedi no omunye 50 pesos and omunyi kra na say then I say omunye
masa onyin free ho Ghana ha ye wo so many resources and say sanka ye ho chien wo Ghana ha abammo boni na mpanifo ne ban say Ghana ha we need military rule
abotre
abammo boni na mpanifo ne ba they don't have strategy to govern the nation. I don't understand. They don't have strategy to govern the nation. Yeah, nebebre. Wa utu tax no na beko so atua saa hwe wo to kasi wa. Ukoto tire utu tax. Ukoto engine utu tax. Uko body wears utu tax. Bibia be waka ho bia utu tax. Uwia wasa betua physical tax for 1 cedi for 1 liter. Very bad. Is it a crime to buy a car or to run transport? What transport bear 4 to 5? Now, as a car when me na buy insurance will increase, you know. Insurance will increase, you know. Where fuel no me ade nyina ana wa ben kokro de John ana mati fuel so say we are there babeshimi is even more than levy. You can say you complain about levy, but we are there babeshimi is even more than worse than levy. You are cheating on us and very bad.
And the thing is, send you can ampa. You are na yempenyi for the other trans. You can't say. Send you a titi ni amanu zonu. Yensu yenjira mi no yentie first nusu. Ye beji tumu. Because from yenimsa amamonu. Hani hana na yenti. Even though yenti was on a 30 ye bottle troba a 30. Uji scanning in a say yes 50 pesos net year. But over here no we say I call at the end of the day if you are no power weapon calculate you say usika so ati ba ye managing kakra and within Nancy and BB say ye the 1 cedi be 2 liter no so and a hot dear benefit something because already no way now omuti no you recover and I dream no abanu nim se bibisa wo no any kwan so my so nanka or the way na be shame na si ho but sa baby e wo ide ye gisa de we tu mu na je se car no entumi ye cars no kra ye entumi safety because aboso kan nko even ye see dollar so ati no kra no e big so tutu omu ni amam
na ngomo ka so matiti so ana bibisa
ese ngomo titi so ba me let me the example and any 3 days because shop for tipa bread food na e ton 35 for aha uko aboso kan 30 ye di mami 40
na enipa ba kwa na say in general
ebi mu ubenya obi a obeton 5 but dudu a maintain of old price. Yes, na ye nyama e ko fa no de ye nti so by a sacrifice at a lorry face. And this way to some body and they mean did your munja cry and ya think omudi to so there say penny 40 and to so yensu e betu ye face because yen to me accept this yes I accept I can't cry and to me repair what you say and in your one
friend dear ye the radiance that ban what fair in your maso and what fair no so but Ghana and your friend you lot of friend name ye black or Ghana black ye bensisia no e aduane because one and your political parties Ghana yenje MPP NDC emwa yen Because me MPP ni we NDC ni obokwa tia me MPP. Me je baby makoma be me ya. Man hwe me tumi se mo so moto twele. It's MPP NDC ni yes we party we party. Yes be we party we party. Me another party for Fred yan from the power. Yan tro wo mo so. De botu aya mayo. Because Mahama ba ye or say or the can say 24 economy. Pacho me krom. Me krom say me 24 economy bu ho. Me take me to 24 economy. Because of say 24 hours adwuma na no ka no. Me who for to do a esiga na ha. I be 24 economy adwuma wa ha. But obi nko ble na njo ko tra dwom mo mbo na adwe. Na njo bi su mo tua so. Na ba che oba den na ne kura na ma wadidi wa na adwe mu.
Na ebi mo so reka dem. Oye fu na dollar na ade ne do akofom. Enti no or the 1 cedi ato da 1 cedi na wa ba fom no ye chen dollar ne difference no
me ba chaw best company bagana ha no former president excellency na nado dankwa kufuaro all the tax at to so second of ya kese tia no see na tempa savio oboto awo meba ebe me na aso mi ja mi so about the kufuaro me kese tia no bi na den na obedi full plus abade yan kese tia no
enti sisia no den awu efi de oil aban oil
me de ekamenku a mesre no emi papa emi mampeni emi bibia ndonyo man Mahama cause I can say some of them others ti mesre la fuel price no mesre no tax on infisu mayon na me dia me din pane chew Ghana ye wu papa okwam ese to do ko ba ko 10 cedi enko hye dem 10 cedi all go 20 Ghana
na eduane fo no won till da
Ose, Bachenko eche ya. Dokuru ba ko be ma 5 cedi no, bacha about 3. Asaso. Ebi se dokuba ko 5 cedi nchi to transaso na hwa. Adwuma na ye editor aduan dia na say de do be save for future. But ye bre entare ne buading because ese uta togumeja was here togumet eni apa. Entare ade bia ko so Ghana bia de buading. Ade ne bu ye fu ha pra ye pure water. Me the pure water want to see normal. Because what to price, what to fuel, what to be pure water the same be Ghana they 50 pesos and one they jam. The pure water they want to see there normal. But Adriane and Italia, just one is I did what to get your home master who is can know their talk. We are doing too much. Yes, Mahama, yes, no.
They are painful now, they are drivers one near me.
Den aban ayam.
Sir, what dollar 91. You know what it is so petrol above from Yajatum. But I don't know why now me at a lot of first. I don't know for so I was so confident so. In that way, I could say, almost say, as I walked out there, a better 1 cedi. In this time, said 10 million now, almost 100 Ghana of fiscals. Oh, now me quite an buy. In Taban of any you cry. Did like a camera can say a band there on Shamayan. Then if on some levy because what castle on shots here.
Yo, now before you buy so no na o ka bibi so far aduane prices ne ade ene abosi o kan for
aduane so mo nte so ye aduane dem bon 5 cedi ko 5 cedi do mutin 10 cedi ko 10 cedi aduane sa no mani na nka ban pa o me sa no me na mo ntete so anu wa ben drivers no na fi ade yeso ade yate so na ade ade na ba ye fe
meti da na ka bibi amount for a chair there. Work there 1 2 4 do one water do. But one what on the divan 1 2 do. Inti embe on there adding to na one water because they be an one what to ma what say a transport into urban then is a water do transport by 15%. Now what's one water in the bano or in a quarter 1 2 do in a 1 2 da adding to
want to be there, imagine go to imagine Kufuna be no 10 15. What do I hey, I go for na be no 10 15. Sister be say plan 3 cedi do grow and be ko tan manata. Sister no say dem ni wa to do. Was 1 cedi, what access what that to one man, what be do so. No to be what now, what did it what's what you do so now? What to be what they what that one ma.
Na say ono no ye beba ono no do mo dika no me epede inde enti no awo e kire de ono wato nyama won till do
want to do. Yeah, I want to do. Yeah, I don't mean to make one to do. Oh, yeah.
Now, transport on what order?
So I told you, so sister would be about one city with Abacon.
1 year for 1 city. 4 on what account, what the 1 city account. But if a car, what order and 1 told.
Car will be 1 to more. If I must say, you quite told why 10 silver, so 10 silver on 1 to.
First, no,
First, no, 200.
20 cities are now there.
20 cities. No, you that 4 cities that the call. You can number you.
I said,
You quite the bar 200, the best 200, 400. Then 400. Since I want to look for 400, you got 200, that's 200.
Or band was you see drivers? Was on me at on the first. I also say, it has got to fuel as I tell water 1 liter into 1 city. Which is why you see drivers. Yeah, drive for chop on the Venano. Watch it. Why has you got to fuel as I tell 1 city? Send them got to board the betting back 20 Ghana. But the one betting back home. Why be for me got to board the betting back 20 Ghana. Why was that you see until all first? So fuel as I got to say the 1 liter behind 1 city. And I which is 1 mama drivers.
and you know, now Aboso can say a price now conform and I say be beside then.
Call for Masa, you can say Bibia conform war spare parts in it ties and call for. At the top of 1 to the side of Motono, don't 5 cities, 7 city. And China 5 cities in the moon. Pure water, 50 pesos sign on Motono. Drink on Motono, Belcona sign for you 4 cities, 4 5 rather. That no matter so.
Enchebia, you say a bell active ne a be almost ton so ne drinks. Almost say almost abet.
Almost for my atumu. I don't short to, or what was it? Oh, my shall I short to. Say active say, on to manage short to. Well, quite see atum. In the Pana Korea to Mamma, I bet so. Eh? Almost said I manage short to. Interview a pet, increase the price. In the Pana Coton, on to me so. Was abandoned be a shop, Belacqua, on be a shop, factory Belacqua the way around there. Into 1 year, Mamma also no man of Crabado. You are 2 months on my tomb. But it's abandoned, you see drivers. Or you see drivers, was 1 minute to run first. You put the way that you're in them, but 1 minute chief is so. That chief is so, it's has to go to fuel, so I also tear 1 city. Ale Obi 11 or Hono, Nigeria, Otimamu. Or Seneca Colucum. Now, it's only a tina or not a Ghana on taxi.
My dream trip and say, I buy no CC. There is one thing I make us answer. You see, I'm a fair artist, a cooking scene. Seriously, because income in your first, and say, yes, I income. And moreover, and so called the same thing in Omoton still. Price no more money, if you are able still baby, if you are Sana. Now, me, they have me teach a person in granted sign interview here and draw me information if you a DVL. Will be better than me come and not complaining fast. Now, according to previous government, and this it's about like a renewal of lands and replacement of lands. So, will be lands 1 day per information. I mean, so be say as our lands 1 day per, but you are penalty. Penalty near 70 cities or 75 or 77 cities. It's a bad time, see, from time date, yes, we knew one. Now, at times, days now, it is so big to say, maybe I mean, sky, maybe I know, maybe I may do my say. Now, may far time so may resist can I call upgrading Milan's and I say, I am replacement. It's in a depth that all in air training. Wow, and you mean Kwana Hami, make Kasama Minian drivers because it's very hurting. Say, oh, bre, oh, try your possible ways and means, so be Gadaska, I call upgrade you lances, and I say renew lances. Now, Bekwana Saka the hot man, then the government is not being fair to us.
Welcome back. This is the Church Rice TV show on Joy Prime. We're talking about the 1 city fuel levy that has been introduced after the drivers did a 15% decrease in their fares. We're asking passengers, what are their expectations? Would it be fair if the drivers decide to say that, oh, because of this, we're going to increase our fares. What are your thoughts on it, boss? So you introduce yourself and then you share your views on it.
I'm Mr. Mahama. Thank you for this opportunity. I think it will not be fair on the part of the driver to say they are going to increase it because of the 1 cedi levy. No. In increasing everything, a lot of factors have to be put into place. You have to consider a lot of factors. You would not like to say it is just one item that you consider because government has to put 1 cedi. That levy is also going to help the driver at the end of the day. So if the issue in Ghana is when they collect the levy, what do they use for? Are they able to account it where? If you can see what the money is used for, then everybody will have a good heart to be able to pay. But the issue has been that today you hear this person has misapplied the money, misappropriation of the money here, this person has squandered the money here. That is why when government is increasing or bringing any levy, that people resist. So we are asking or we are demanding on the government that there should be transparency and they should put good use of all the monies that they collect from our people. If transparency and everybody agrees that, oh, this is what is happening, it won't be any problem. But the situation whereby you come and you see that, fantastic. And we also call on the government that the salaries and the money they are giving to CEOs and other things too exorbitant. Too exorbitant. I don't think in a country whereby even a CEO takes a salary more than the president. How can we think about this? You see, the masses are suffering. They should take a policy, a holistic look at the whole system and try to make what the drivers will call overhauling of the system. If Mahama want to reset the country, then it should start from the government itself. Resetting of the country should start from the government itself. How can you employ someone and the one you employ, you paying the person more than you, the owner? It's just unthinkable. It's just unthinkable.
So, Mr. Mahama, thank you so much for sharing your views with us. We'll see if we're able to engage someone else. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Do we have anyone else that wants to share a thought on the other side? Okay, so I'll quickly go there, try to get her views just before the car moves. So I understand you had a few views that you wanted to share. So if you can share with us quickly as well.
I agree with what he said. If there is transparency, that is okay. Am I lying? When you are paying for something and you know you are benefiting from it, there's no problem. But here's the case, we paid e-levy. We didn't even know where the money was going to. Am I lying? But now we understand it's 1 Ghana cedis. So let's see where the 1 Ghana takes us to.
So this has been the Torturized TV show on Joy Prime. Today we came to you from the Circle or Donna Torture Station. We have been speaking to drivers about the 1 Ghana cedi fuel levy, and most of them are not happy about it. And part of it is also because they decrease their fares by 15%, and then the next week you are increasing the levy by 1 Ghana cedi. Another issue they had was with that the food vendors and the Abosokai guys have not reduced their prices. And so what they are recommending, some are recommending that the 1 cedi should probably be 50 pesos or should totally be scrapped. And if they have reduced their fares, government needs to also ensure that people that are selling food, people that are selling spare parts also reduce their prices. Now, this is an ongoing conversation. We also want to hear from you. Share your views on WhatsApp as well as Facebook. This has been the Torturized TV show with me, Yao Odum. On the show, we say goodbye to you and we'll join you again next Saturday. Have an amazing one.